Hey everyone, so I know the idea of secondhand gift shopping sounds like an absolute daunting chore. More often than not, you're coming across really random mismatched items like a singular rocks glass, and even though it's a super cool rocks glass, can I really just gift this one-off item to someone? So in an effort to make secondhand gift shopping a lot easier, and also just to infuse some more creative fun into secondhand shopping, I've created this really curated list of thoughtful and unique gifts that embrace the unpredictability and randomness of thrift shopping. These combinations I've come up with are absolutely 100% things that you could totally go find today at the thrift store or on Facebook Marketplace or at an estate sale, antique mall, etc. I'm also going to suggest to you the best places to find these things because sometimes things are better found at an antique mall, for example, versus the thrift store. So while you're watching, start thinking about who you need to still buy gifts for because I know that you're going to hear at least a couple ideas that will work for some people on your list. Okay, let's jump into thrifted gift combination number 1. So I'm sure that we can all agree that sharing food with others is one of the most universal ways to connect with each other. And I think getting someone some really interesting looking cookware with like a handwritten or typed out recipe is such a fun gift and it's really personal. And I've personally done all of these gift ideas myself and have received positive feedback from them. So I'm going to give you some different options just in case you're like, I don't know what to do. So in terms of recipes, you could include something that you've come up with or something that you've tried recently, even if it was something you found on a blog. Writing it out on a little note card or something is a lot more interesting and cute than just like printing it out or sending a link. And it also could just be something from like the New York Times cooking app or something like that. You don't have to overthink this. So a couple cookware options would be like a pie dish or a cast iron skillet. This is great for people who like to camp, but also it's a really great durable gift that will literally last decades. Some recipes that might go well with a cast iron skillet are like a brunch shakshuka or maybe like a jalapeno cornbread or something like that. You could also get like a cake or pie stand, a cheese cloche, which I think is a little bit more interesting than like a cheese board. And then you could probably include some really interesting like artisanal cheeses or something and maybe like some pickled things if that's their vibe. Also a casserole or baking dish is really great with like some lasagna or shepherd's pie or mashed potatoes. A fun idea might be like a Dutch oven with a sourdough starter if somebody's been talking about wanting to try making bread. You could also do like an aluminum pizza tin with your favorite pizza toppings or maybe an enamelware like saucepan and include a packaged soup idea. But if you want to make this gift even more impactful and take it to the next level, then I think you should make the dish in the item that you're giving and then they can try it out and now they can keep the dish after washing it. You could also pair it with like a nice bottle of olive oil like these Graza ones or like one of the main ingredients in the dish. Or if you just want to leave food out of it, then you could gift like the cast iron skillet with a really nice canvas apron or something like that. You can find the majority of these items in the kitchen area of thrift stores, but also don't forget to check out estate sales and garage sales. Some people are giving away really nice cookware for super cheap. But if you're looking for something a little bit more specific and maybe high end, antique malls and flea markets have tons of these. So this idea could be for literally absolutely anyone, and all of these ideas in general are going to require you to put some thought into the person that you're buying for, but I would suggest pairing a little thrifted dish with the idea of turning it into a small little home for those little things that matter the most to people. So for the jewelry lovers, you could find something that can act as a catch-all on their dresser to hold all of their jewelry, but I would also pair it with like a thrifted, bracelet or ring or watch or something like that. You could also just pick up a very neutral dish that could hold somebody's like coins or sentimental items. Etched brass or just regular brass trays are great for like holding coins and cash. Vintage glass ashtrays are so prevalent at most secondhand locations, and you can always pair them with like a really random one-off pillar candle, and then they have something to melt into. And once that candle is done, they can use it as a catch-all tray for just about anything. I currently have like an ashtray on my bathroom vanity that holds like lotions and soaps and things like that. Also, bowls are endlessly versatile, and there are tons out there, whether they're small or large, wood, ceramic, metal. These can be really aesthetically pleasing catch-alls for like pet stuff like leashes or dog bags or treats. You could also gift somebody like some snacks or some homemade treats in there. I think lastly, you could look for like mid-sized trays, and these are great for like a catch-all on a coffee table or a dining table or a buffet. I think you can just use your imagination here and think about the person that you're gifting for. If it's for a coffee table tray, maybe include a coffee table book and like a really nice box of matches and then maybe like a candle or something. And if you intend recommend them to use this like in their bathroom or something, you could put like a pump soap or a bar soap, maybe like a room spray, and maybe like a hand lotion or something like that. And the best place to find these items, I've found all of my trays at either flea markets, antique malls, estate sales, and I guess thrift stores. Like they're all over and they're really affordable. So as you might know, vintage glassware is literally at every secondhand location, all over Facebook Marketplace. No matter where you look, you can find some really interesting glasses. So if you find a really cool glass that you think someone would absolutely love, but you don't know what to do with it, then I would turn it into a candle. All you need is some wax and a wick. You could also go around your house and maybe find a candle that you're not using, or find a bunch of candles that are kind of near the end and melt those down and then put them into your glass and let it cure, and that's about it. This way you don't have to buy anything new. All you have to buy is the glass. You can also find candles though at the thrift store. I did this in my fall DIY video last year, so I'll link that below if you want to see the tutorial on how to melt down a candle and transfer it to something else. I would also pair this with some boxes of matches, maybe like some really cool vintage ones, and then you could also pick up like a decorative candle snuffer. I found so many at like estate sales, thrift stores, flea markets. They're very easy to come by. You could also find a really interesting vintage lighter holder to just put a regular Bic lighter in, and you could also find like a really cool coaster or ashtray or something to set it on. You can literally find glassware or candles anywhere, but the other like little add-on bits are probably going to be more prevalent at estate sales, flea markets, or antique malls. But if you're lucky enough to find a set of matching glasses or even just a pair, I would kind of create a little cocktail set out of it. Some secondhand items that you could pair with this would be like a cocktail shaker, cocktail picks, a strainer, a long stirring spoon, an ice bucket, coasters, an interesting wine opener, or maybe even just a container for all the tools. And if you want to remove alcohol altogether, people can still use really nice glassware for water, juice, or iced coffee. It's just a really nice way to kind of enhance your day-to-day living. Some glasses that I would look out for would be like really cool vintage tiki glasses or coupe glasses, anything that's like colored glass or an interesting shape or has etching. I would probably avoid wine glasses because that seems to be overdone unless you find really interesting wine goblets. And the best place to find these items is probably at antique malls, estate sales, or thrift stores. But if you're specifically looking for something really nice, I think antique malls are the best place to start. If you want to up the ante of this gift, the bonus items I would suggest is to like buy a drink that would go along with it. So whether it's like a wine bottle or a bottle of scotch or maybe like your favorite iced coffee or something like that, it doesn't have to be alcoholic. You could purchase a thrifted mug and some coffee or tea accessories for the people in your life who are obsessed with their morning coffee routine or they love to try a new tea. Mugs that I would look for that I think make interesting gifts would be a secondhand diner mug, especially if it's a place from like your hometown or a place that you've been to. I think a lot of those mugs have a lot of personality. I think if you also got like a set of these, I think it's just a cool like personality piece to put on display. And in the same way, you could also make a collection of like one-off handmade ceramic mugs. You could also look for like a set of mugs. I think that would be really fun. And of course, espresso cups are really great if that person has an espresso machine. And if they don't, you could also maybe find a mocha pot somewhere like at a thrift store or an antique mall or a flea market. I think I see those most common at estate sales. And then lastly, I really like enamelware mugs. They're great for outdoor use, but they're also just like super minimal and simple looking, but I still think they have like an elevated vibe to them. Some specific combinations that I might suggest getting that are all thrifted items would be like an enamelware mug with a thrifted like outdoor Mexican blanket or something like that if they like to go camping or go to the beach. I think vintage tins that say like coffee and tea on them are also really cool to pair with a mug. You could also find like one or two really interesting spoons. There's always like a crazy amount of like cutlery and stuff at the different thrift stores. Quite often you can never find a set, but if you only have to find two really cool spoons, I think that would be great. And they could be for like scooping or just for stirring. I also like the idea of like a vintage coffee pot, especially for maybe somebody who likes to have like book club or they like to host and have people over. You can put, you know, all your coffee that you just made in your regular machine into like a really nice pot for display, and then maybe pair it with like a trivet and a set of coasters or something like that. If you want to like up the ante of this gift, I would probably pair it with like a milk pitcher and a milk frother. I think you could find those things at the thrift store, but I don't think they're as prevalent as the other items that I mentioned. And you could of course include like a little basket of local coffee beans or, you know, matcha or some seasonal or specialty tea boxes, or you could do like a bottle of their favorite syrup or a homemade recipe to make their own syrup. So this one is pretty straightforward, but it will take you some time to either DIY or collect or buy something new, but you need an intention behind it. But at the end of the day, it's going to be super affordable and unique and worth it. So the idea is find a vintage container, whether it's like a tin or a ceramic piece, something with a lid, and then create like a story or theme with it. And once you've decided upon that, then you can start to put things inside of it and then gift it like that. So the types of containers that I would look for that I think serve as like nice gifts and also home decor would be like a carved box or something that's a little bit more round, something with a lid as well, maybe with a nice finish on it. And in a wood box, you could provide something like tea or photos, and it's just like a nice little memory piece. The thing is, it has to be personal to the person that you're buying it for. You could also find like a tin box that's really vintage and cool and put like recipes in there. You could also put like your own home baked like cookies and things in that. You could also find like a multi-drawer system like this one that I found that was like an old sewing box, and I personally use mine to put a bunch of different perfume samples in. So maybe if you wanted to, as a bonus, gift your friend a $60 pack of perfume samples and tell them that they could like store them in there. But it could also be like an old toolbox or an old organization container where they can put their crafting supplies, whatever it may be. Or if you wanted to take these gifts up to the next level, then you could pair something similar with the gift. So for example, if you have your tea box with the honey sticks and all that stuff in there, you could also pair with it like two really pretty like porcelain teacups with saucers. Or if it's like your friend that you're doing like this fun memento box, you could also maybe pair like a thrifted frame with a picture of you two in it or something like that. The best place to find these things is probably going to be at thrift stores or flea markets. I see tons of these little containers and boxes everywhere, and they're always really affordable, like under 20 bucks. So I don't know if you know this, but research does show that flowers and greenery around the home does boost your mood and reduce stress. But a lot of people I know don't have like a really nice vase or something to put them in, or even know how to like display them in a way to make them last. So I think picking up an ikebana vase or even just any kind of vase or vessel that they could put their flowers in that looks really pretty and unique and special would be great to pair with maybe some like pruning shears and maybe some floral frogs so that they could learn how to like display their flowers in a more interesting way and spread out that bouquet through their home. You could also include some like thrifted faux florals. I always see tons of those at the thrift store, but my main suggestion to pair with this would be buy some florals or mainly greenery that dries really well. You can look for glass vases, metal vases, and also some vintage Japanese ones are out there. I found a couple of them, but I only found them at flea markets. The ikebana ones technically are very shallow. They come with the floral frog, and then sometimes they have a cover that kind of hides where the floral frog is so that you only see the flowers coming out. But you can also find another like shallow ceramic vase at like an estate sale, and you could put a floral frog in it and it has the same effect. And if you want to take this gift up a notch, you could go to somewhere like Michael's, pick out your own faux florals and not have to like rely on what's available at the thrift store. You could also go to like thriftbooks.com and find an ikebana guidebook. I did that and I found a really cool vintage one. Etsy also has tons of secondhand resellers, and I've seen ikebana gift sets where they include a couple vintage floral frogs and some pruning shears and a guide, whether it's something they created or it's like an old vintage ikebana book. Or you could just do some research and like type up one or two different arrangements that maybe they could use in this like new vase that you're gifting them. You could also include a pass maybe for you and a friend to go to a Japanese friendship garden or a botanical garden together, or a ikebana like class to learn how to make arrangements, or anything that's like nature related to maybe find like peace and zen. You can find floral frogs usually at people's homes, like estate sales or garage sales. You can find tons of different vases and books at thrift stores and estate sales, pretty much anywhere that sells secondhand stuff. But if a display of flowers isn't really their thing, then you could give them a unique thrifted planter with a few accessories. So I would pair a really interesting ceramic or terracotta pot with some accessories like a plant stand, a watering can. You could also add in some seeds. I've seen some free seed libraries around town. And if you're going the seed route and maybe getting them some packs of seeds, then you could also get them a cool like thrifted box that they could store all that in. Some specific examples of pots that you could look for would be like short pots or like a little trio of pots that you could either put succulents succulents in or herbs. Size-wise, I would probably just go for like small pots or medium-sized ones, and maybe I would get like 1 or 2, and they don't exactly have to match, but maybe they look good together. You can find ones with holes that are great for drainage, and you probably want to get like a little plate to go underneath, or you can find ones without holes, and then you can just put some rocks on the bottom so that they can have drainage. You could also get a hanging pot, and those are great for people who have like balconies and they don't really have yard space, or if they want to hang up their plant and keep it away from their pets. But I think my favorite idea is to get like a trio of pots and put in like rosemary, thyme, and oregano and have them put it in their kitchen, especially if they like cooking. And you can even pair this with some of the other ideas I've mentioned, like the vintage cookware piece and a recipe. And in terms of upping the ante of this gift and providing like an actual plant, I would probably find something easy to take care of, like a succulent or a pothos or a dracaena. Places like Home Depot and Lowe's and even hardware stores have like racks usually in the back that have clearance plants. You can also find like small individual bags of soil at places like Armstrong, and then you don't have to buy a giant bag just because you're potting up one little thing for somebody. Additional like thrifted bundle items that you could add to this would be like maybe a set of wind chimes. I see those constantly at garage sales and estate sales and thrift stores. And I always see at estate sales like fun little garden sculptures, like little stone snails or frogs. And just to make this gift even grander, you could also add in like little plant tags that people could write on if they are planting their own seeds. You could also add rock dressing to the top of a plant if you do get like a cactus or something, just to make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing in their home. Additionally, if you just want to leave plants out of it altogether, you could just find a really nice piece of ceramic pottery or terracotta pottery and leave it up to them to decide what to do with it. But I always think it's best to like give a gift to someone and tell them kind of how to use it and how you intend to use it. I really love a good game night, and I think a vintage game just adds like the perfect nostalgic touch. There's also tons of really elegant versions of classic games out there that are very prevalent at places like antique malls or flea markets. Like I've seen tons of really pretty ceramic chessboards or Monopoly games or even glass dominoes. So I would pair a vintage game with a thrifted bowl that you could put like popcorn or snacks in or something like that. Or you could get like a couple different vintage board games and like wrap a ribbon around them and then invite them to like a future game night at your home. Some things that I would specifically look for would be like a big bowl that isn't made out of plastic, maybe aluminum or glass, an appetizer dish that has like different sections for snacks. Like I found this one that's really cool, a tray that you can carry snacks on that you can also put your little dishes on that you can put different like, peanuts and chips and things like that, or like a cool box or basket that they could store all of their games in. Some really fun vintage games that I know you can easily find that I think are really aesthetically pleasing as well would be old decks of cards, Yahtzee, a poker set, or I found this really cool box of a 90s Rummy Cube, and I think it's just super cool. And if you just wanted to add even more to this gift, you could include the snacks or maybe even put like popcorn kernels in like a mason jar. The best places to find these things are going to be at thrift stores, estate sales, or garage sales, like hands down. You can never go wrong with books because whether someone likes to read or they just like a good coffee table book, it's just an easy, affordable gift. And not everyone has to enjoy reading as a hobby to enjoy a thrifted book. I would pair a vintage or a thrifted or secondhand book with a thrifted lamp, and it might be a clip-on lamp for their bookshelf or just like a little office desk or reading lamp. I think you can find so many of those out there at antique malls, flea markets, thrift stores for very affordable prices. And then I would also maybe like DIY or find a really cool bookmark to include with it as well. Or if it's a book that they're going to read, maybe you get them like a cute thrifted mug and blanket to pair with it. Some books that I would look for would be, of course, coffee table books, and these are prevalent anywhere you go, estate sales especially. So many people have had like gigantic library collections of books that I have found for very cheap. You could also find maybe a vintage series of reading books, like maybe you're lucky enough to come across the whole collection of Harry Potter. I know a couple people who are my age who would absolutely love that. I also think a really great idea is to find a couple books that are really aesthetically pleasing and also have the topic that the person might be interested in. So maybe they're interested in travel and they're not going to like sit down and read this stuff, but it's also something they can just decorate their room with and it's something of interest to them. You can also find a lot of old magazines like National Geographic or Vogue or Architectural Digest, and those are really cool gifts as well. So the options are kind of endless, and even though thrifting is kind of unpredictable, I think that's actually what makes it really fun and exciting. And honestly, everyone I know loves to receive a really well thought out unique one-of-a-kind gift, no matter how much it costs or where it comes from. It just takes a little thought and knowing someone, and honestly, the thought is what does count. Plus, as we've mentioned many times, this is a more sustainable and affordable option, and even though maybe it's not going to be exactly what the person asked for or what you had written down on your list, it's kind of exciting to see what you can discover. So hopefully you were making note of who you're going to buy gifts for and what you could get them as you were watching this video, and definitely tell me in the comments below any kind of unique thrifted combos that you've come up with. And if you still need some more inspiration, then you should definitely check out this video with a ton more super unique gift ideas. Other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.